Research has shown that infertility is the leading cause of divorce in marriages. The woman oftentimes is blamed for this, but fertility experts say a lot of men have problems and need to brace up the challenges. Jacqueline Ogor finds out more about these issues.
Some statistics put the prevalence of infertility in Nigeria at 31%. The World Health Organization places it at 15%. And doctors say when a couple can't have children when they deeply desire to, it is a 50-50 chance that it could be either the man, the woman, or both of them that needs treatment for infertility. Due to African tradition that silences voices from referring to a man as infertile, many men hide under the cloak of manliness offered by tradition, and they stay away from medical checks. But doctors say infertility in men is real and getting higher by the day. Dr. Joel Akonde is a fertility expert. He took me round some of the key factors which cause infertility in men, chief amongst which is low sperm count. During copulation, a man needs to release at least 20 million sperm cells when he ejaculates to ensure the female egg is fertilized. Apart from low sperm count, men can come up with weak sperm cells or no sperm cells in the semen at all, which is known as azoospermia.
Let me use this opportunity to ask the public to stop blaming the women in African setting, in Nigerian setting, for being childless. It's in 50% of cases is the man that is causing the problem, and we're chasing the women out of matrimonial homes that you are not bearing children is your fault. I think that should stop.
Men love women, and lovely women also transfer sexually transmitted diseases not written on their pretty faces to men. Doctors say sexually transmitted diseases block sperm passage. They cause weak sperm cells and low sperm count.
Let's move on from there. What about our habits as a human being? In other words, what we consume, generally speaking, including alcohol, nicotine or cigarette if you like, and also marijuana, all of them, cocaine, all of them decreases the ability of the testes to perform its work properly. Imagine your room. If your room is filled with smoke, will you be able to breathe? These sperms are living, and if you stifle them up with toxic substances like alcohol, ethanol, like cigarettes, like marijuana, you are gradually killing the sperms.
Erectile failure is when the penis cannot function. Experts say this can be caused by too much stress and ailments like diabetes and high blood pressure. This leads to infertility. So men with such ailments should take their drugs. Malaria also causes infertility in men. This happens when the malaria parasite Plasmodium blocks the blood vessels supplying blood to the penis during the feverish period of malaria.
There's another factor which I want to mention. When a person as a child suffers from mumps, then that child may suffer from a weak sperm or dead sperm or low sperm count. And the same thing goes for TB, tuberculosis, and any other infection that may affect the testes.
Research has shown milk production by the male breast leads to infertility.
What produces that milk will suppress the brain from instructing the testes to produce sperms.
When men allow heat around their testes by wearing tight underwears, staying in a heated bathtub, placing their laptops on their laps to generate heat, or being in traffic for too long under hot weather, such heat gets to the testes and weakens the sperm cells.
It just means that there's a congestion of blood vessels around the testes. heating up the testes. This heat problem is a major factor in male infertility, but it is treatable. Doctors will just remove some of these vessels to decrease the amount of heat that is being generated around the testes. The sperms are very sensitive to heat. If you are a long-term driver, you are driving from here to Sokoto or from Kaduna or to Abuja, for example, and your testis is heated up between your laps and the leather seat or the rubber seat that you are sitting in, and the engine heat that is coming upon you, the whole place is heated up, then you are likely to be killing the sperms gradually. You are, in what I say, you are cooking your sperm.
Doctors say eating nuts like ground nuts, cashew nuts, and more will help boost sexual vitality, as well as regular body exercise to help the male system produce testosterone needed for sexual agility.
Now, if you have a low testosterone as a young man, you are likely to end up with infertility, because it's what drives the man, is what makes a man the man. So if you don't have that testosterone, that does not mean that you should go and take testosterone, because if you take testosterone, you'll be decreasing. You might actually have a counterproductive effect. So a doctor will have to decide, do you need testosterone? But naturally, if you exercise, the body will adjust and increase your sperm production and your stamina. So you are likely to produce more quality sperm through exercise.
In all, there is this useful advice by the fertility expert for men.
Approach your doctors as soon as possible, and a lot of these things are correctable. Infections can be treated as soon as possible. Don't delay. Don't let it be too late. No shame. We all have our skeletons in our cupboard one way or the other medically. So don't be ashamed of yourself. Doctors are trained to keep information secret and in confidential manner. So nobody's going to reveal who you are. And come to your doctor. Talk to your doctor in private, and they will deal with it so that you can deal with infections. Even if it's sexually transmitted, doctors are trained to know how to deal with this.
A doctor once said to me that medical science now has emotion. I said, how? He said to me, when there are cases of infertility, a lot of women troop into hospitals without their husbands, and the male sperm test is one of the cheapest and quickest tests to do, with quick results too. He said if men will just drop their ego a bit and come to the hospitals just like women do, there will be children in homes where there are no children now. That sounded like some wisdom to me. Jacqueline Ogor, TVC News, Lagos.